Goodbye basketball. A loss in the Big Apple means the end to a season.
The race is on. Democratic candidates for mayor debate in Center City and here on campus.
And strut your stuff. Find out what it takes to walk a mile in her shoes. All that and more now on Temple Update.
Hello, I'm Jade Jarvis.
And I'm Nick Cutrona. Temple has announced the 2015 Spring Commencement Speaker.
He's a Temple grad who spent a lot of time in this very studio. Graduation is approaching fast as there is just over a month left. The choice of a commencement speaker this year came after two developments involving last year's graduation.
ESPN's Kevin Negandhi will take center stage as this year's speaker. Updates Liana Daywalt is live at the LIVE-Rebeccah Center, where graduation will take place in just a few short weeks. Liana, this year's graduation will look a lot different, but what can we expect from Kevin Negandhi?
Well, Nick, I talked to Kevin and he talked actually the student speaker at his own graduation ceremony way back in the day in 1997. So he's excited and ready to get back on the stage in front of this year's graduating class.
Welcome to the Sports Desk. I'm Kevin Negandhi. Glad you could join us.
18 years ago, he was on the Sports Desk for Temple Update. Going on his 10th year at ESPN, Temple Update alum Kevin Negandhi will serve as the 2015 commencement speaker.
It's humbling. It's a bucket list kind of thing because, again, I spoke at my graduation as the student, and I've been very lucky to do a lot of things in my life, but it was always one of those, gosh, that'd be really cool.
The choice for commencement speaker this year was shadowed by two events involving the 2014 speakers. Bill Cosby has been a part of Temple commencement for over 30 years. He resigned from the Board of Trustees in 2014. His legal trouble is expected to keep him away from graduation this year.
Initially, that's really disappointing, seeing it as he's a very vital alumni of the school.
2014 commencement speaker Lou Katz passed in a tragic accident only 3 weeks after giving his speech.
This year, I would say it's particularly difficult. The last year, Trustee Lou Katz gave a super inspiring, splendid commencement speech.
Since 1890, Temple has given over 900 honorary degrees. This year, Kevin Negandhi, along with two others, will get to add their names to this distinguished list. Also receiving honorary degrees will be Malcolm Hoyland, another Temple alum who is described as one of the most influential Jewish leaders in the Western world. Alongside him and Negandhi will be James Kim, co-founder of Electronics Boutique.
It's an honor from Temple University. That this is a way Temple University tell them that you made it. You really made a substantial contribution to society.
Seniors around campus are excited to hear what Kevin has to say, and even though he hasn't quite started on his speech just yet, he told Temple Update that his main message is going to be dream big and learn to appreciate the journey along the way. Reporting live from the LIVE-Rebeccah Center for Temple Update, I'm Liana Daywalt.
The countdown continues. A reminder to graduates that all regalia must be ordered by April 12th. Any hold against your account must be cleared by April 27th. This includes financial, library, athletic, and exit interview holds. Don't forget to ask your advisor about a free yearbook. Commencement ceremonies will be held on May 8th.
The mayor's race made its way from Center City to campus this week. The 2015 Democratic mayoral candidates had a debate at the Science, Education, and Research Center on Wednesday night. The candidates shared their ideas on how Philly can improve the condition of its neighborhoods and create new opportunities for all residents living in the city. All 6 of the candidates on the Democratic ticket met up in Center City earlier this week for a public forum to discuss the key issues of the race. Updates Jeseamy Muentes has the recap.
Sponsored by Al Dia News and led by an extensive panel of journalists from Philadelphia media. Jim Kenney argued for cultural sensitivity training for the police force to combat police violence.
Officers are not taught about the civil rights movement and the strides that people had to make and the things and sacrifices they had to do to get the right to vote and to be full American citizens.
Milton Street argued for prevention, not punishment, in order to curb violence in Philadelphia. State Senator Anthony Williams wants to eliminate the question of public versus charter schools and molds the educational system into one that serves all communities.
Those who are not served, we need to find a way that they are served, whether it be a charter or performing a neighborhood school or whatever it may be.
Candidates Doug Oliver and Lynn Abram argued that a good educational system promotes job creation and phases out violence in the city. Oliver believes a shift in curriculum is key.
We start to teach our kids to be prepared for the future that they're going to face, creating the jobs that they want.
Candidate and Temple trustee Nelson Diaz spoke out for Philly's growing Latino population. Retired city councilman Angel Ortiz was in the audience. He says he was disappointed in how little most of the candidates seemed to know about Latino issues.
I was very surprised because this is Aldea's mayoral forum, so they should have known and come prepared, much more so.
Stay with Temple Update as the 2015 mayoral race continues to heat up. Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Jeseamy Muentes.
Temple Update's basketball season ended in heartbreak with a loss to Miami in the NIT semifinals. Temple fans who didn't make the trip up to Madison Square Garden went to a watch party at the Liacouras Center. Students watched the game on the big board while enjoying entertainment from the Spirit Squad and free food. Emotions ranged from excited over the big plays to ultimate despair as Temple lost in the final seconds. Still, fans remain optimistic.
The team can come out next year swinging, and we can make it to the big show like we should have done this year.
Fans also say they hope Temple can make it to the NCAA tournament next year.
We're joined now by the sports desk Simone Cuccurullo, who was in New York for Temple's final game.
Simone, this was a heartbreaking end to Temple's run in the NIT semifinals.
It definitely was, guys, but get this, out of 351 Division I schools, Temple was the last school to have both the men's and women's teams still playing basketball. The men's run ended sooner than they had hoped, but they're still calling this season a success, based on where they were just a year ago. Take a look.
That's the record the men's basketball team posted just one short year ago. Fast forward a year, add a few players to the roster, and the Owls came back with a winning record.
Well, I thought we had a really terrific season for this particular group. I thought they played hard. They did what they needed to do. Very proud of our team, certainly of our seniors. Will's had an unbelievable career. Jesse did a really good job for us. A guy like Nick Pendergast was a great teammate, and maybe the best teammate of all was Jimmy McDonald.
Even though the seniors played their last minutes as Owls, their wisdom on the court has been passed down to the younger players.
I've learned a lot from the seniors, all of them, not just the ones that get the most minutes, but you know, they all had something to teach me, and I think we all learned from them this season.
But the season full of ups and downs came to an end here at the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. The Owls fell to the Miami Hurricanes by a score of 60-57, ending the collegiate career of senior point guard Will Cummings.
Overall, just been a great experience. If I could do it all over again, I would make every same decision. I wouldn't change anything. It's been a great ride.
He's been a terrific guy. I wish we had him again, but we're going to have to say goodbye to him. And he will be graduating in May, and he's as great a representative of Temple University as we could ever have hoped for.
Now, while Temple is done for this season, Will Cummings is not playing basketball. He's not finished just yet. He was invited to play in the Reese's Division I All-Star Tournament. That's tomorrow at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis.
Wow, that's such a huge honor for a senior leader of the Owls.
Definitely. Thanks, Simone.
We now know this year's Mr. NCNW. I gave you an inside look at the preparation for the pageant. The competitors took to the stage, making speeches, performing talents, and proving they have what it takes. Tyke James, a junior mathematics and computer science major at Temple, took home the title. He told Temple Update he saw his competitors more as family because they all worked so closely.
It was truly a blessing. You know, it was definitely something that I immediately went back to the first day of practice, and I thought about how long and you know, how far we've come just as a pageant brothers group. And then, you know, as myself, it was just like a quick moment of reflection.
Along with the crown, James received a $500 scholarship and will do a year of service with NCNW.
We're less than 2 hours away from knowing the next student body president. TSG is planning to announce the election results today at noon. Updates Becca Hendrickson is live in front of the Student Center. Becca, what's the outlook at TSG headquarters?
Yeah, guys, I can tell you the TSG office is buzzing right now with those election results being so close. And both Future TU and Represent TU have been campaigning for weeks now, but now polls are closed and the campaign is over. That final decision lies in the hands of the students.
Have a great day. Don't forget to vote.
Both parties were out and about around campus this week, making their final push before polls closed on Wednesday night. And you know what they say, if you don't take a picture, it didn't happen. Both Future TU and Represent U spent their day taking pictures with voters and encouraging them to post on social media. Both groups also handed out goodie bags and flyers. Students say they voted because they want to have a voice in their government.
It's really good to have a voice in Temple student government because they affect what happens with the students here.
Seeing the ad campaigns, these guys put in a lot of work, so not voting is just kind of doing them an injustice.
I think it's really important for the students to be involved in student activities around campus.
And I'm joined now by Amber O'Brien, who's the presidential candidate for Represent TU. Amber, why do you think that student elections are so important?
Well, it's actually of huge importance. I don't think a lot of students know how important Temple student government is to their daily life here at Temple University. We're that first line of communication between higher administrators, President Theobald, vice presidents, all the board of trustees. So it's really quite important that students go out and vote. Yeah.
What do you think is the most important role that TSG plays for the Temple community?
Absolutely advocating for the students, especially the underrepresented students.
All right, thank you, Amber, and best of luck to both you and the Future TU candidate. Those polls are closed now, and as we said, the election results will begin in just over an hour. And stick with Temple Update for those results, both on templeupdate.com and on our Twitter at Temple Update. Reporting live from the Student Center for Temple Update, I'm Becca Hendrickson.
All right, still to come on Temple Update, how one Temple student is battling debt while walking across the stage to receive his diploma.
And the bike share is officially coming to campus. We'll tell you where.
We'll give you a look at the cutest cop on campus whose bark is definitely as strong as his bite.
Women's woes in West Virginia. All the info on the women's loss in the NIT. Rocco DiSangro is at the sports desk.
Temperatures are warming up, but April showers are still ahead. Coming up, I'll have your 5-day forecast. Temple Update will be right back.
Temple announced that part of term courses will be offered during all semesters. Dr. Margot Greker says although these courses are shorter, they have the same quality as full-time courses.
And I think that students who take the summer class will get just as much out of a 4-week summer class, albeit in a very intense manner, than they would with a full-term semester course.
During the fall and spring, students can now take 7-week courses rather than a typical 14-week, and this summer semester now offers 4-week course option. If students have any concerns about taking shortened courses, they should meet with their advisor.
While most grads revel in their cap designs on the big day, not many use theirs as an advertisement. Temple senior Michael Macaluso is seeking local businesses to advertise on his cap. All the money he gets off the ads will go towards his student loans. Macaluso plans to wear the cap the week before and after graduation.
I'm going to be going to the restaurants, to different bars, hanging out with my friends, wearing the cap, posting it on social media, taking pictures with as many people as I could see.
Currently, the soon-to-be grad has not received any advertisements. The biggest space is donated to his mom and dad because he says they invested in him for 18 years.
With Easter and Passover approaching this week, many students are headed home for the festivities. If you're staying on campus, however, there are holiday happenings happening around Temple. Hillel, located on the corner of 15th and Norris, will be hosting Passover Seders on Friday, April 3rd and Saturday, April 4th. Only Passover meals will be served throughout the week, and the cafe will be closed until the week of the holiday is over.
They're open to anyone and everyone of all faiths and backgrounds. You don't have to be Jewish to come to Seder here. And we welcome everyone and anyone.
For those celebrating Easter, the Newman Center located on North Broad will be hosting Mass this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
The time has finally come for Philadelphia to unveil their bike share program. You can now sign up for a monthly or annual membership on rideindigo.com. About 70 of 95 potential bike share locations have been announced, including 4 within a block of Temple's campus. Locations will be near the Temple Regional Rail Stop, Progress Plaza, Tuttleman Learning Center, and the program will officially begin on April 23rd. A football player gets an extra year of eligibility after false allegations took him off the field.
And football players are asking, do these heels make my quads look big? Find out how they looked in a pair of these favorite shoes.
Rocco DiSangro is at the sports desk to talk about the men and women's basketball team's last moments in the NIT.
And Kylie Winkler is back in the Weather Center with what to expect with your holiday plans.
We're clear.
The old expression, you can't understand unless you've walked a mile in their shoes, becomes a reality here on campus. The march brought together over 200 students from ROTC, athletics, and fraternities. The guys donned bright red heels to raise awareness to stop rape, sexual abuse, and gender violence. The participants said they needed to take action to get awareness out and make a change.
If we don't take a stand to say, guys, this isn't okay, people are going to keep doing it.
I feel like this is me and the football team taking action.
This annual event is put on by the Wellness Resource Center.
Jade, it's always nice to see student athletes getting involved with these sorts of issues around campus.
Yeah, I totally agree. But now let's see how our Owls are doing on the court. Rocco DiSangro is standing by at the sports desk.
Rocco, we know the season is over for the men's basketball team, but take us through the last game.
Yes, Nick, unfortunately the season came to an end Tuesday night at MSG. We'll get to that in a bit. Hey there, Owl fans, and welcome to the sports desk. I'm Rocco DiSangro. Both men's and women's basketball teams were in action as they played for a chance to get to the NIT title game. And the football team will get one of their defensive stars back for one more year. But first, let's talk some Owls hoops. The men's basketball team has been balling as of lately, and Tuesday night they took on Miami in the semifinals of the NIT in the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. Quentin DeCozy started off hot, getting the 3 to go here, and he wouldn't stop there. DeCozy led all scorers with 7 points at half, and the Owls held a 30-25 lead going into the locker room. In the second half, the Owls couldn't find an answer from Miami guard Sheldon McClellan, who went for 16 points and 11 rebounds in the game. Freshman big man Obi Nechionia had the best game of his young career. Obi went for a career-high 17 points and 5 blocks and added 8 rebounds. Now we'll fast forward to the last minute of the game, and the Owls trailing by 1. DeAndre Burnett drives the lane and kisses one high off the glass over Obi's outstretched arms. Miami up 3 with DeAndre Burnett at the line for 1-on-1, and he misses. There's 13 seconds to go, and Temple doesn't have any timeouts, so they have to go. Jesse Morgan tries to get open, but is smothered by the defense. Quentin DeCozy gets a good look at the buzzer, but it doesn't fall, ending Temple's basketball season. Your final 60-57 in favor of the Canes. And the women's team was hoping for a win in their NIT matchup against West Virginia, and 40 minutes wasn't enough to determine a winner. In overtime, West Virginia knocked down 7 free throws to put the Owls away and end Temple's NIT run by a final score of 66-58. Tiana Williams finished the game with 15 points, while Tanaya Atkinson notched 10 and pulled down 11 boards in the loss. And one football player has been working for years to restore his reputation after being falsely accused of rape. Now the NCAA is making his trek a little bit easier. The NCAA said praised Martin Aguique will have his eligibility extended through the 2016 season. He was suspended from Temple and kicked off of the football team in 2012 when he was accused of rape. 18 months later, he was found innocent and allowed back on the team. Now Martin Aguique said he just wants to get back to the life he had before all of the accusations. But that'll do it from the sports desk this week. If you want your favorite player, team featured on the sports desk, let us know and tweet us at @TU_sportsdesk. I'm Rocco DiSangro. Back to you in the studio.
Do you ever just have one of those days when you just have to shake it off? Stick around to see how one Temple group tried to relieve students' mid-semester stress.
And Kylie Winkler will be back in the Weather Center to tell us if these sunny skies are here to stay. Temple Update will be right back.
We're clear.
Ever want to dance like no one's watching? Well, how about like no one's listening? Temple's Residence Hall Association sponsored a silent dance party in the Founders Garden as part of a week-long series of events for students on campus. Dancers wore headphones to jam out to music as a party.
This specific event, we really just kind of wanted to be
anybody walking by can come down and have a good time.
The headphones created a fun and clever way to work within Temple's noise ordinance.
Nick, it is so gorgeous out today.
I know, I can't believe how warm it is, and I hope it stays like this.
So Kylie, will we be seeing April showers?
Say that spring has finally sprung? Well, at least for this week I can. Mother Nature sure has been messing with us lately, but for now, temperatures will remain very mild and comfortable. We're finally breaking away from that seemingly eternal winter. Right now, it's about 42 degrees outside and sunny, and that sunshine will stick around all day, and temperatures will warm up to 67 degrees. So it'll be beautiful outside today, and get outside and enjoy it if you can. Sally, the sorority sister, is finally shedding her winter coat for a lighter jacket. No more boots or scarves or gloves for her. She's finally ready for spring. Taking a look at your 5-day forecast, the sun is nowhere to be found tomorrow. Clouds move in and there's an 80% chance of showers that will linger for the entire day. Temperatures reach nearly 70 degrees, but that rain will make it feel much cooler. The low 58. The rain sticks around on Saturday and temperatures dip to 54 degrees. The lowest temperatures that we'll see for this week is on Saturday night, where it'll fall to 38 degrees. But don't worry, the sun shines back just in time for Easter on Sunday, and temperatures reach up to 63 degrees. The low is 46. And rounding out the week on Monday, partly sunny skies with a high of 68 and a low of 51. Enjoy your spring weather this week and get out before that rain comes tomorrow. For the latest weather updates, make sure to follow us on Twitter at TU Weather Watch. Back to you guys.
Do you ever see police dogs around campus and wonder what it's like for our smallest law enforcers? Updates Emily Strange introduces us to Temple's favorite furry crime fighter.
Police around campus or in their many offices. There is one strength that the police team has that some of us have never noticed before. The campus police station here at 1801 11th Street has something a little more special to offer for our Temple community. This is Barron, one of the 2 Temple police canines who helps to keep our campus safe, as well as his police team and the North Philadelphia community.
They respect the dog very well. You bring him out, nobody wants to, go any further. If I ever need him, he's right there for me. He makes me feel safer. Best partner ever.
Barron has many duties on campus, as well as the greater Pennsylvania area. He was even a large asset to the search for cop killer Eric Freen.
He does explosives, and then also he does patrol, and that's where he does criminal apprehension. I think the biggest thing was when we were up there looking for Eric Freen in the mountains, because, we were in some parts of the woods that you couldn't even see the guy in front of you.
Even though Barron plays just as big a part as any police officer, he still enjoys his free time as any other dog would.
He loves to play ball. It's like he just loves to run. They always say a tired dog is a happy dog, and that's the truth for him. And just like a normal dog, he acts like a normal dog.
No matter what their duties are for the day, it's safe to say that Barron is always a man's best friend. For Temple Update, I'm Emily Strange.
And don't forget, we will have your TSG election results live at noon. Find out first who your next student body president will be on TempleUpdate.com or follow us on Twitter at TempleUpdate. Now that's all for Temple Update. For the latest, log on to our website, TempleUpdate.com.
And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter.
And you can always watch us 24/7 on TempleTV.net and Comcast Channel 50 and Verizon Fios Channel 45. For Nick Cutrona and the rest of the Update team, I'm Jade Jarvis.
We'll see you next time.